NLT version, and it says, starting at verse 2, so it's James 3, verse 2, going to verse 10, and it says, "Indeed, we all make many mistakes, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect, and could also control ourselves in every other way. We can make a large horse go wherever we want by means of a small bit in his mouth. And a small rudder makes a huge ship turn wherever the pilot chooses to go, even though the winds are strong. In the same way, the tongue is a small thing that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. And among all the parts of the body, the tongue is a flame of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself. People can tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish, but no one can tame the tongue. It is restless, it's evil, full of deadly poison. Sometimes it praises our Lord and Father, and sometimes it curses those who have been made in his image. And so blessings and cursing come pouring out of the same mouth. Surely, my brothers and sisters, this is not right. Father, I come to you right now just as humbly as I know how, dear Lord. Please take all of my broken words, because that is exactly what they are, dear Lord. And I'm praying right now that you knit them together, that the words that will be spoken will speak and will set someone's soul to come back to you, dear Lord, or to see you in a whole nother light, dear Lord. So right now I'm just praying that you will continue to be with me. Have your entire way, dear Lord, because I am moving out of your way. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, it's, of course, no surprise. We are definitely at the end of the year. And so many times we are in this whole season of what we consider to be a purging, right? We're in a purging. So, like tomorrow, like any other day, some of us are already in the mindset of starting fresh. We tried to start fresh last year, but now we're going to start fresh this year. And in the whole, I know I've been there. So in the whole entire time, we commit to eating better. We commit to working out more. We commit to focusing on our goals a little bit more than what we did before. And on those things, trying to get into the new year, sometimes we're crawling into the new year just because of how 2023 did us. And sometimes we're running into the new year because of how 2023 did us. But it's times like this where sometimes we might even get the good old African-American urge to clean our houses from top to bottom in order to have a new start. Now, if you're anything like me, recently, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I started purging my bathroom. Now, I'm already going to tell you, I know how to clean. But do I like to clean? No. I already know. When I start getting my paycheck again, part of that paycheck going to go to somebody to clean the house. I already know. So this one Saturday, of all days, I was doing like a multitude of things in the beginning of the day. And usually if I don't clean in the morning, it's not happening. But this one day, I got this sudden urge to start cleaning my bathroom. And I mean, I was sick and tired of how my bathroom was looking. I'm ready to tell on myself, but that's okay. This is a circle of honorability, circle of trust. My bathroom had, in the way that it is, the mirror, it has multiple lights. I had light bulbs were out. I had makeup in the sink from the morning. I didn't clean my brushes. It was just a mess, just a mess. And this one day, 5:30 p.m., that's just how much it has resonated in my head. 5:30 p.m., I decide I'm going to sit on the floor and I'm going to purge everything. I started going into drawers. Mind you, my bathroom is made for 2 people. It's just one of me. Why do I have space in every single drawer that's in my bathroom? And I mean, I'm going in there and I'm sitting in it and I'm going from one thing, cleaning the tub, going into the drawers, pulling out stuff. Y'all, I had braiding hair in the drawer. I haven't had braids in 2 years. I had stuff in there that I wasn't using anymore. There was no point of it even being in there. I had every kind of facial product that I wanted to try, that TikTok told me to try, that Instagram told me to try. I've had it all, every hair product. Y'all, I've had it all in there. And I just sat on that floor and just started tossing. I grabbed the garbage can. I didn't care about anything. If I wasn't using it, it was going in the trash. I didn't care if it was full. I didn't care. And I just started tossing and just tossing. And the whole time that I was there, and I mean, I was cleaning well into the night. That's just how bad it was. But at the same time, my bathroom was showing me that it was a reflection of what was going on in my brain. It was a reflection of what was going on in just around me the whole entire time. The fact that I completely neglected what I was in because I was so focused about everything else around me. I'm just going to tell you now, Janiyah, this is not on there. So I just started just purging and cleaning. And I was in this mind space and didn't even know that I was in this mind space. Didn't even know that I was walking around in junk and in gunk and just being okay with that. But as soon as I started cleaning my bathroom, and I mean, I started seeing stuff sparkle, got up on the counter because I'm too short anyway, I had to change the light bulb. The room, I didn't even know the bathroom could get that bright. All this time, I've been in there with dim lights. The bathroom gets bright. And I had been like that for a while, had no idea just how much illumination that could be in there. But it was the whole thing about purging. And see, the thing is, and I'm going to take y'all to James 3. I'm going to take you back to James 3 because right there it talks about our tongues and the words that we speak and what we say and all of those different things and how something so small can cause something so big to be disastrous. See, the thing is, sometimes we get into these phases of wanting to purge our rooms, and even for me, maybe it's not your house or maybe it's not your room, but it's your car. And your car, and we talking about riding dirty, your car got everything in it. Because sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's our lockers or our desks that just has stuff all over it. But see, the thing is, when it comes to purging, it's a mindset thing. And see, when James 3 talks about the tongue, and it talks about the word, and it talks about these small things that start, and they build up here, and then they begin to flame out. The thing is, when we start purging, is when we start clearing. And sometimes it's not our stuff, our personal stuff that we have to purge, but it's the words that are in our very belly that we have to purge out. A lot of times we think about purging as a physical and a material thing and items having to be thrown away and different things like that. But a lot of times a purging starts here. What words have been spoken to you that you've been keeping in your belly? What words have been spoken over you that you've been walking with and it's changing your attitude? It's changing how you respond to people and how you talk to people. It's clouding your mind, and you're thinking it's okay. You're thinking you're seeing brightly, but you're not. What are the things that we have allowed to go into here, the junk that we have allowed to come in that is affecting every aspect of our lives? See, the thing about God is this. See, he kind of breaks things down on a smaller level so that we do understand. And sometimes I speak for myself. Sometimes I take God for granted and thinking when he's explaining certain things, it's going to be big and it's going to be huge. But sometimes he puts it down to our very level of just a purging of the inside. Sometimes we've had things spoken over us, whether it's in marriages, our relationships, childhood, whatever it may be. And sometimes those words aren't even necessarily spoken, but they're felt. They've lasted with us. We walk with it. We talk with it. We parent with it. We go to school with it. We preach with it. We usher and sing with it. And God is asking, will you allow me to purge you? He gave me purging for about 2 months now, and the word just kept repeating, and I didn't understand why. But he was able to give me this visual of what it even looks like in us. And you can see, and I wish I can explain it, so I'm going to try my best, but God gave me the visual of you can see just gunk inside, and you just see it. But it's time for the purge, y'all. Because the way that we're going to walk into 2024 ain't like we did in 2023. And a lot of times it's not about the vision boards, even though they're good. And sometimes it's not even all about how we're setting goals and buying calendars and schedulers for ourselves. But sometimes it starts here with the words changing of what we speak. I can't complete a goal if my words are speaking negativity. I can't have a better relationship if my words aren't speaking it. If my words are dead, then the situation is going to be dead. If my words are speaking life, then everything around me is going to be life. Our words have power. And see, the thing is, God shows us that in the very first book of the Bible when he speaks and creates. And we are made in his image. So guess what? We have that same power to speak and to create. The way that we speak, the authority that we have, he has given it to every single person under the sound of my voice, and we have to take charge of that. It's something that we have to do. It's something that we have to grasp hold of. Because see, the thing is, when our words speak, it creates, and the atmosphere begins to change. So what kind of atmosphere do you want to be in? What kind of atmosphere are we going to speak forward right now as we walk into the next? God is so good and he's so merciful, because in this whole entire thing, and this sermon right now is the last completion of what we've been doing with the Kingdom Agenda. And every installment of the Kingdom Agenda that has been coming forward has been talking about us as kingdom people. It has been talking about how we should do things in the kingdom mindset, whether it's marriage, our finances, how we raise children, whatever the gamut may be that they've covered, that's what the Kingdom Agenda has been all about. Today is the last installment, because at the end of the day, the thing that everything has been coming to the whole is to understanding that we are God's children and we are God's people and we are to do things in a godly way, and this is what he's given us. There are 120 different passages in the Bible that talk about our tongue. 120 different passages. In most of the passages, they talk about how to be cautious with what you say. It talks about, like we just did in James, it talks about the fire that can be set with just a word. We've had wars be started because of a word. We've had insurrections be started because of a word. We've had friendships to fail because of a word. But today we're going to be in charge and mindful of what we say in every single aspect, in every single thing that we do. So, in order to change those words, because I got to leave you with the solution, we're going to start speaking God's promises. He's already given us what to say when we can't even think of what to say. There are over thousands of promises in the Bible. Thousands. How many situations do you have? That means there's at least 2 promises for all your situations. At least. So when things are spoken over us and when things are said to us and when we feel the atmosphere changing because we don't like how words are being spoken, we speak the promise. When we don't like when somebody is telling us that you're going to fail, no, I'm not going to fail, because God said I'm the head and not the tail. God said I'm more than a conqueror. When somebody tells you that you can't start your business, oh, yes, I can. I can start my business because God showed me and he gave me the plan. He gave me the provision. Every single word that is against you, he is giving you a rebuttal. He is giving you the weapons. He is giving you the power. It's time to clean up, y'all. It's time to clean up. So this is what I want y'all to do. You already kind of did it earlier. But if you're brave enough, and if you feel like it, it's no pressure. I want y'all to start thinking of the words that you are going to transition. We're not carrying them with us into 2024. Somebody spoke over your child. You speak life into your child. Somebody has spoken over your household. You speak life over your household. If somebody or the doctors have told you it's not going to work out, you speak life and say, yes, it will. Our words create. So, if you can think of your words that we now want to speak life over, I ask that if you do, you go ahead and you write them down. If you would like, you can put them on the altar. If you don't even want to write them, but you want to say them, you can say it on the altar. What are the words that you want to transition into this new year? Is it life-giving? Is it, God, I want you to take my feet and I want you to plant me where I need to go? Is it, God, show me which direction do I need to take? Is it, God, be a light in me because I can't be the light? Is it, remove people that don't need to be in my space, Father? Is it, remove me when I don't need to be in my space? Is it, cleanse me? Is it, purge me? Is it, whatever it may be? Lay it out there for today. Because purging is not pretty, but it's necessary. Because purging means that we've ingested something that's poisonous, that's harmful. Purging is your body and the Spirit's way of getting rid of what you don't need. But to purge, it's not fun. It's not easy. But let me tell you, just like cleaning my bathroom, when it was all said and when it was all done, the way that my mind was now released, who knew just cleaning a bathroom would put me in a better headspace? Because you know why? I realized in the cleaning, and the same goes as purging words, I deserved it. I deserved for my space to be clean. I deserved to live somewhere that was going to benefit me. The same applies for your words. You deserve to have life and life more abundantly. You deserve it. Not because you're perfect. No, if that was the case, none of us would deserve anything. But you deserve it because God said so. You deserve it because you are his child and he loves you with all his heart. And I know this is an uncomfortable topic. I know. But it's a necessary topic. Because the things that we speak, what's here comes out of here. And we need to change that. Because we don't know, just because it might be within us and we might be speaking from an insecurity or insecure place, sometimes we start speaking that over people. And the thing is, our words begin to change their energy. That's just how much power and how much connection we have with each other. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Y'all think about y'all words. I'm going to think about mine. Because we're going to walk into 2024 with our head held high. And we switching the way up. And we switching the enemy's plans. Because, see, the thing is, the enemy speaks with us too. But the thing is, we got to know God's voice to know who is who. If you don't know God's voice, then you think that's God speaking, and it's not. Because, see, the thing is, the enemy knows your tactics, and he knows your cycles, and he knows what you do as well. He knows those words that are going to get you. He knows, oh, she thinks she's not going to get married, so I'm going to feed into that. He knows, oh, they think that they're not going to lose weight. He feeds into that. He feeds into all of our insecurities. He makes them come out, and he makes us begin to think that they're reality. They're not. They're not reality. So, y'all, we walking into 2024. I said that before. We walking into 2024 like never before because we're purging. Y'all start cleaning out y'all bathrooms and cars today.